Hello friends, a very warm welcome to Ansarkari, and I'm Vikas Bhardwaj. In context of GK Fact series, which is very important for any competitive examination, today we are taking up prehistory, solar and lunar eclipse, dengue and what is it. These four basic concepts we are revising and trying to understand their approach. So what is prehistory? Everything before us is, what do you say? Everything before us is history. So everything before history is prehistory. And what is before prehistory or what is before history is that when we have nothing in record. So you can say prehistory, we say there is nothing in record and history is recorded. So I give an example. Say for example Indus Valley civilization, IVC, or Harappa civilization or Harappa Sindhu civilization. So when we say that its script is there, but the script is not deciphered, so where will you keep it? You keep it in prehistory or will you keep it in history? So there is something in between. It is called proto-history. So I repeat again, there is something called prehistory, there is something called proto-history, and there is something called history. This is the sequence. So prehistory has been categorized into three age systems based on the advancement in tool technology. Okay, tool technology. And these three ages are called Stone Age, Bronze Age, and Iron Age. Now the Stone Age, as we know, is further divided. It is further divided into, please tell me if you know, Stone Age is further divided into three ages, that is three time periods, that is Lower Paleolithic period, Middle Paleolithic period, and Upper Paleolithic period. And similarly you have Mesolithic age, that is Middle Stone Age, and you have Neolithic. So Paleolithic, Mesolithic, and Neolithic. Neolithic is called New Stone Age. So what are those tools? The tools that have been used are the stone tools, and in these periods these materials have been used for creating different kind of artifacts. The tools have been used by our ancestors in order to do hunting, in order to live hunting and gathering life. So killing of animal or even conquering those animals or even cutting down something, these stone weapons were used for about 2 million years ago. Now when we say Bronze Age, that means copper and tin. Copper and tin, they were used to create the material bronze, with the help of which certain weapons were created which were stronger than the stone. And after the Bronze Age came, the age that helped them invent the strongest tools and weapons. So far, you can say using these tools, there were further advancement and development in the human culture or human civilization. When we say further advancement, that means you can say after the discovery of fire, there were further changes, more tools were created, and an idea was paved for living into sedentary life. You can say a domestication or cultivation of crops will soon begin in the later ages. So after Bronze Age, as I said, there was Iron Age. Anyways, coming to the next topic, lunar and solar eclipse. So what happens during a lunar eclipse? That's what I'm asking you. What happens? The sun's light does not hit the moon. It is not hitting the moon during the lunar eclipse, the sunlight is not hitting the moon, and instead the shadow of Earth falls on moon. Instead the shadow of Earth is falling on the moon. That is what is lunar eclipse. Please understand carefully. And lunar eclipse only happens during, please tell me, only happens during, I know, very good, but the question is how fast you can recall, how fast you can put it up. That is what is the test of speed, time and mind. Similarly, during a total solar eclipse, what happens? What happens during total solar eclipse? The moon is going to completely obscure sun. So the only solar corona is seen. That's what I should say. And what happens when we say that the moon is 400 times smaller than the sun, and it's also 400 times closer to Earth. 400 times smaller than sun and 400 times closer to Earth. This means that to us it appears exactly the same size in us. It exactly appears the same size. So the moon takes on deep reddish hue due to the sunlight filtering through the atmosphere, and it happens during total lunar eclipse. During total lunar eclipse, we say that the moon takes on deep reddish hue due to sunlight filtering through the atmosphere. Coming to evergreen topic, dengue. So what is dengue? Dengue is a mosquito-borne viral infection that is transmitted to people through the bite of an infected, you know the name, Aedes aegypti. That's fine, you know, Aedes aegypti mosquito. But when the mosquito bites us, it not only sucks our blood, but it also secretes saliva, and this saliva enters our bloodstream, and that is how an infected mosquito passes on the infection. So very important role of the saliva of mosquito. Dengue is a seasonal disease. It's a seasonal disease which, especially in tropical areas, it is much more prevalent. So dengue virus causes fever, and another word that we use, hemorrhagic symptoms. Hemorrhagic symptoms. So what are those? What are the dengue infections? It is caused by 4 related viruses. 4 related viruses. What are those? You should know the names, because examination can ask you by asking what is Den 1, Den 2, Den 3, Den 4. Belonging to the genus Flavivirus. So these 4 viruses are called stereotypes. These 4 viruses are called stereotypes, and we can say that they have different interactions with the antibodies in our blood serum. That is why they are called, I should say not stereotypes, I should say serotypes. Serotypes. The 4 dengue virus serotypes means it is possible to be infected more than once. So being infected from one dengue virus doesn't guarantee the protection from the other 3. That is why we say this is something called 4 dengue virus stereotypes. Now, when we say mosquito thrive only in tropical regions, one more aspect we want to see, they only breed in clear water. They only breed in clear water. Secondly, what else we can say? They lay eggs on the surface which hatch in 8 days, and even less time. It takes only 8 days for it. And mosquito take refuge in dark spaces indoors, and that's how we say टायर में पानी नहीं होना चाहिए, गमले में पानी नहीं होना चाहिए, and so that there is a strong dengue awareness program in India, because India is very severely suffering at times from dengue outbreaks. That is why we should not allow water to stagnate, because it will help in not multiplying mosquitoes. So only female mosquitoes are capable of biting us. They feed on our blood to source protein for their eggs. So dengue causes flu-like illness. That's how it is, which may last up to a week, and in some cases it can be life-threatening also. It can be life-threatening also, where we need to take certain precautions. There will be stomachache, vomiting, nausea, and skin rashes also. In extreme cases, there will be headaches. And obviously, one of the common symptoms is drop in the lactates. At present, do you think there is a vaccine for dengue? Can you name it? So there are no vaccines for dengue at present. Or specific, there are no specific even medications to treat it. Painkillers are prescribed for relief from symptoms. What you can do? You can eat, you can drink plenty of water, fluids, and you can go for papaya leaves extract. And even it is said that the goat's milk is very helpful in raising the platelets level, but not too much. You must take doctor's advice. I mean, Ayurvedic doctor for these things. So what's a planet? A planet is a celestial body in space. To qualify as a planet, three conditions are very important. What are these three? It must orbit a star. The star, there are planets orbiting it. It must be big enough to have a gravity that can mold it into a spherical shape. So gravity, apart from revolving around a star, and third, it must have an orbit that is free of other objects. It must have an orbit. So that is why we say that the planets in our solar system orbit the sun and rotate around its own axis. And in which direction? In which direction? So in counterclockwise. That is from west to east direction. Counterclockwise direction. So all planets orbit the sun. All planets orbit the sun in which direction? In west to east. That is anti-clockwise. But Venus and Uranus, they rotate in clockwise. That is from east to west. That is called retrograde direction. Okay, please remember this. This is very important. Anti-clockwise, clockwise, retrograde direction. Thanks for watching. Please do comment, share and subscribe our channel. It is sincere effort to make you reach your goal in a smart and sure way. Thank you very much.